What's up everyone and welcome back. Today we are doing something absolutely insane, a whirlwind tour of Russia. I'm going to show you 15 places that will completely blow your mind. Forget what you think you know because we're diving deep into the biggest country on earth and trust me, it's packed with surprises. I'm talking epic palaces, a lake so deep it could hold all your secrets, and buildings that look like they were built by candy wizards. This is the ultimate travel challenge, a countdown of 15 must-see attractions. For each one I've got a crazy fun fact and a sprinkle of my signature positive humor. This is a fast-paced, high-energy journey, so buckle up. And a quick reminder, picture me Dhruv saying all this. It makes the jokes at least 50% funnier, I promise. Are you ready? Because this virtual trip starts in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Kicking things off with an absolute icon, number 1 is Red Square in Moscow. This place is huge and it's the heart of the entire country. With the Kremlin on one side and St. Basil's on the other, it's like the main lobby of Russia. Now for the fun fact, the name Red Square has nothing to do with communism. The Russian word Krasnaya originally meant beautiful, so it's actually Beautiful Square. You won't find any squares for sale, but you will find centuries of history packed into every single cobblestone. Standing here, you can feel the weight of all the epic events that happened right on this spot. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Right next door to Red Square, at number 2, we have the Kremlin. A lot of people think it's just one building, but it's actually a massive fortified complex. It's like a city within a city, with palaces, cathedrals, and the official residence of the President of Russia. Basically, the ultimate VIP section. Here's a quirky tidbit. The Kremlin walls are over 1.4 miles long and have 20 towers, each with its own unique name. Imagine trying to remember which tower you parked next to. For centuries, it was the home of the Tsars, and now it's the center of political power. Walking through its gates feels like stepping into a real-life spy movie. Alright, at number 3, we have the building that looks plucked straight out of a fairy tale, St. Basil's Cathedral. Located right in Red Square, it's famous for its wild, colorful, onion-shaped domes. No two are the same. It's a crazy explosion of patterns and colors that pictures just don't do justice. It honestly looks like an architect was given unlimited candy and told to go wild. Here's the legend. Ivan the Terrible had the architect blinded so he could never create anything as beautiful again. Now that's a pretty intense performance review, but you can kind of see why he was so blown away. Moving on to number 4, we're in St. Petersburg to visit the legendary Hermitage Museum. This place isn't just a museum, it's a universe of art, housed in the stunning Winter Palace, the former residence of the Russian emperors. And this place is beyond massive. Fun fact, the Hermitage has over 3 million items in its collection. If you spent just 1 minute looking at each item, it would take you almost 11 years to see everything. You would literally need roller skates and a lot of snacks to even attempt it. The collection includes masterpieces by Leonardo da Vinci, Rembrandt, and Picasso. It's like the world's greatest art playlist all under one roof. Every single room is more opulent than the last. It's a treasure chest the size of a city. For number 5, we're leaving the cities behind and heading into the wilderness to see Lake Baikal. This isn't just any lake, this is the world's oldest and deepest lake. To give you some perspective, it contains about 20% of the world's unfrozen fresh water. That's more water than all of the North American Great Lakes combined. It's so deep and vast that it has its own unique ecosystem, with thousands of species of plants and animals that exist nowhere else on Earth. In the winter, the lake freezes over with ice so clear you can see straight through it for dozens of feet, creating these surreal, turquoise ice formations. Lake Baikal is a true natural wonder that will make you feel incredibly small in the best way possible. All aboard for number 6, the legendary Trans-Siberian Railway. This is the bucket list journey for adventurers. It's the longest railway line in the world, stretching over 5,772 miles from Moscow all the way to Vladivostok on the Pacific coast. The full journey takes about 7 days to complete, crossing 8 different time zones. You literally watch the entire landscape of the world's biggest country unfold right outside your window, from bustling cities to the vast, empty plains of Siberia. You are definitely going to need a lot of snacks for this ride. I'm talking a suitcase full of chips, cookies, instant noodles. It's the ultimate road trip, but on rails. The experience is less about the destination and more about the journey itself, meeting fellow travelers from all over the world, sipping tea as you watch birch forests fly by, feeling the sheer scale of Russia. It's a slow, meditative, and absolutely unforgettable adventure that's unlike anything else. Get ready to be dazzled, because at number 7 we have Peterhof Palace, often called the Russian Versailles. This place is an explosion of gold, grandeur, water. Located just outside St. Petersburg, it was built by Peter the Great to rival the most magnificent palaces in Europe. The palace itself is stunning, but the real showstopper is the Grand Cascade, a series of more than 150 fountains and canals that run from the palace all the way down to the sea. Here's a fun fact: all of the fountains at Peterhof operate without the use of pumps. The water flows downhill from natural springs, using a system of pipe and reservoirs designed in the 18th century. It's an incredible feat of engineering. It's basically Russia's answer to a super fancy gold-plated water park. You can't slide down them, unfortunately, but walking through these incredible gardens with fountains spraying everywhere is a truly magical experience. It's pure, over-the-top imperial luxury. For number 8, we're going from sea level to the sky with Mount Elbrus. This dormant volcano is the highest peak in Europe, standing at a staggering 18,510 feet. It's part of the Caucasus Mountains in southern Russia and is one of the 7 summits, the highest mountains on each continent. Climbing it is a serious challenge, but the views from the top are absolutely out of this world. You can see for hundreds of miles in every direction. Even if you're not a hardcore mountaineer, the surrounding area is stunning for hiking and skiing. But if you are planning to climb to the top, you better bring some extra socks and maybe a second pair of extra socks. It gets seriously cold up there. Reaching the summit of Europe is an incredible achievement, and for adventurers and nature lovers, Mount Elbrus is an absolute must-see. It's a reminder of the raw, untamed beauty that Russia has to offer. Taking a break from the epic scale, at number 9, we have the charming town of Suzdal. This place is part of Russia's Golden Ring, a collection of historic cities, but Suzdal is special. It's like time has stood still here. The town is filled with beautiful old monasteries, quaint wooden houses, and more churches than you can count. There are no tall buildings, no major train station, just rolling hills, a winding river, and the sound of church bells. Walking around Suzdal honestly feels like you've stepped directly into the pages of a Russian fairy tale. You half expect to see a princess in a tower or a talking wolf pop out from behind a corner. In the summer, the meadows are full of wildflowers, and in the winter, the whole town is covered in a perfect blanket of snow. It's a peaceful, magical escape from the modern world and a perfect glimpse into Russia's historic soul. It's impossibly picturesque and incredibly serene. For number 10, we're heading to one of the most remote and wild places on the planet, the Kamchatka Peninsula. This place is way out in Russia's far east and is known as the land of fire and ice and ice. It has over 300 volcanoes, with about 30 of them still active. It's one of the most volcanically active areas in the world. Geysers, hot springs, and otherworldly landscapes that make you feel like you're on another planet. It's also home to a huge population of brown bears. This place is the ultimate hotspot. Literally, you can hike up volcanoes, visit the Valley of Geysers, and even go surfing in the chilly waters of the Pacific Ocean. Because it's so remote, it's one of the most pristine and untouched wilderness areas left on Earth. It's a true adventure for anyone brave enough to make the journey. Kamchatka is nature at its most raw, powerful, and unbelievably beautiful. A true paradise for thrill seekers and nature photographers. Coming in at number 11, we are visiting a place you might recognize, Sochi. This city on the Black Sea coast gained worldwide fame when it hosted the 2014 Winter Olympics. It has a unique combination of palm trees and snowy mountains. You can literally be sunbathing on the beach in the morning and then take a short drive up into the mountains to go skiing in the afternoon. It's the best of both worlds all in one place. This is your chance to practice your best figure skating moves in the Olympic park, or try to set a new personal best on the bobsled track, or just relax on the beach and enjoy the resort town vibe. Sochi has been a popular Russian holiday destination for decades, known for its beautiful parks, long promenades, and vibrant atmosphere. It's a perfect example of modern Russia blending international fame with a classic seaside charm. At number 12, we're exploring another incredible Kremlin, this time in the city of Kazan. The Kazan Kremlin is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is totally unique. Fun fact, it's the only surviving Tatar fortress in Russia, and it beautifully blends different cultures. Inside its walls, you'll find Orthodox Christian cathedrals standing right next to the stunning Kol Sharif Mosque, one of the largest mosques in Europe. It's a powerful symbol of different cultures and religions coexisting peacefully. The Kazan Kremlin is like the ultimate fusion restaurant, but for architecture and culture, sadly, without the food. The brilliant white walls of the Kremlin, the leaning Soyambika Tower, the vibrant blue and gold mosque create a skyline that is absolutely unforgettable. It represents the unique identity of the Republic of Tatarstan, a region where East meets West, and it's a fascinating and beautiful place to explore. For number 13, we're heading to an island that looks like it was built by Vikings. Welcome to Kiji Island. Located on Lake Onega in the north of Russia, this open-air museum is famous for its incredible collection of wooden architecture. The centerpiece is the Church of the Transfiguration, a 22-domed masterpiece built entirely out of wood in the 18th century. And here's the craziest part. It was built without using a single nail. Everything is held together by expertly crafted, interlocking wooden joints. These amazing wooden churches are basically the original login sites. Get it? Login? Okay, tough crowd, but seriously, the craftsmanship is unbelievable. The whole island feels like a journey back in time, showcasing the ingenuity and artistry of Russian carpenters. Surrounded by the tranquil waters of the lake, Kiji Island is a peaceful and awe-inspiring testament to a building style that has all but vanished from the world. It's a true architectural marvel. We're nearing the end of our journey. At number 14, we've reached the final stop on the Trans-Siberian Railway, Vladivostok. This major port city is Russia's gateway to the Pacific. It's a city built on hills with a dramatic San Francisco-like vibe, complete with impressive cable-stayed bridges and a bustling harbor. Being so far east, it has a unique blend of European and Asian influences that you can feel in its food, culture, and architecture. The city offers stunning views of the Pacific Ocean and the surrounding bays. On a really clear day, you can stand on the coast, look out across the Sea of Japan, and give a friendly wave to Japan. They probably won't see you, but it's the thought that counts, right? Vladivostok feels like the edge of the world, a vibrant and dynamic city that marks the end of Russia's vast expanse. It's a fittingly epic final destination on our cross-country tour. And for our grand finale, number 15 isn't a single place, but a whole collection of them. The Golden Ring. This is a classic tourist route that loops through a number of ancient towns northeast of Moscow, including the fairy tale town of Suzdal that we saw earlier. These towns are like open-air museums, preserving the history of ancient Russia with their Kremlins, monasteries, and beautiful churches with iconic onion domes. They were the heart of Russia before Moscow even rose to prominence. Traveling the Golden Ring is like going on a historical treasure hunt. You'll feel like you're collecting more rings than a jewelry store. Each town, Sergei Posad, Yaroslavl, Rostov, Veliki, has its own unique character and story. It's the best way to see the historic Russian heartland, sample traditional food, and witness centuries of art and architecture. It's the perfect, beautiful conclusion to our epic journey through this incredible country. And that's a wrap. We did it. We explored 15 of the most incredible wonders Russia has to offer, from the candy-colored domes of St. Basil's to the deepest lake on earth. Thank you so much for joining me on this absolutely magical virtual tour. I hope you had as much fun as I did and learned a few crazy facts along the way. Russia is a country of immense scale, history, and beauty, and we've only just scratched the surface. There's so much more to see and explore. Now, I want to hear from you. What was your favorite attraction from our list? Or maybe you know another amazing fun fact about one of these places that I missed. Drop a comment down below and let's get a conversation going. I'll be reading and replying to as many as I can. Your engagement means the world to me and helps make this community so awesome. Let's see which wonder gets the most love from you guys. If you enjoyed this adventure and want to see more epic travel countdowns, make sure to absolutely smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a future upload. We've got so many more adventures planned and you won't want to miss them. Thanks again for watching, stay awesome, and as I always say, I'll see you in the next video. You absolute legends.